What is up, everyone? It's a really rainy day in central New York, and corny joke time. It's definitely not a rainy day for the Philadelphia Eagles today. Oh God, that was horrible joke. Oh my God. Well, anyway, just when I thought the Eagles were going to be done picking up free agents and moving on to the draft that's in about a month, they go and sign, former ex-Giant now, Ruben Randle to a one-year deal worth, I think, with incentives, $3 million and $300,000 guaranteed or some nonsense. I don't really get into that nonsense. To be quite honest, I'm really happy that we're signing these wide receivers because, especially him and Givens, because we don't have those types of people in our offense. Besides Jordy Matthews, we really don't have any really deep threat to go to, because the only other guys we have is Huff and Aguilar, who was hurt. So, like I said, if I remember correctly, Ruben Randle was a second-round pick out of 2012 from a very good LSU team at the time. I think he played every single game for the Giants, actually. I have the misfortune of watching all the Giants games because, being from New York, that's all they want to play. It sucks. I have his numbers down right here. 188 catches, I think, 2,600 yards, 20 touchdowns. So very good numbers for a four-year receiver. And there's three reasons why I like this signing. Obviously, the first one is, actually four. We'll do 3.5. So 3A is that he's a wide receiver, and we're signing wide receivers finally. Him and Givens are very good, and they add the deep threat ball, and for Bradford to go and throw to, and I love that about him. I love watching Ruben Randle play. I had him on my fantasy team. He's a great player, and I'm really excited to have him. The second reason is, I forgot what my second reason is. Oh man, I had it right there in my head. Hold on, there's a cop. That's why I'm not talking. He keeps following me. Well, anyway, he's gone now. So this first reason, he's the deep threat. He's good. The second reason is that he's, to me, being on a four-year deal, to me, he's considered a veteran player, and we don't have many veteran players. I know, as an offensive weapon, wide receivers. I mean, we have Sproles and we have, all these guys, but none of them look as a wide receiver. Matthews is only in his third year. Aguilar's in his second. I don't even know what year Huff is in. So to have a nice four-year guy to come through here. Also him and Givens too. I give Givens a lot of credit too, because I'm glad that we have this. And the number three reason why I'm enjoying him is that people overlook Ruben Randle. I think when you talk about the New York Giants, who's the first two names that come into your head that aren't Eli Manning and Tom Coughlin? That's obviously Odell Beckham Jr. and Victor Cruz. So, and obviously Odell Beckham Jr. Was the overcast of the New York Giants last year. That's what everybody was talking about. Any Giants fan I knew, they were always talking about Odell Beckham and how great he is, and he's a great player. But people fail to remember that Ruben Randle is a great player for, the guy's been in the league for 4 years. He's doing a really good job, and I just don't understand why people aren't giving him the credit that he deserves. So, it's that's what I like about having a guy like Ruben Randle is because, like I said, nobody really pays attention to him because everyone's too worried about when Victor Cruz's, knee's going to heal up or if he's even going to get re-signed. And I think it's stupid because you got a guy that's busting his ass for you every single Sunday, and you're more worried about if than Victor Cruz's knee recovering in the offseason. Or if Odell Beckham Jr. is going to make that crazy catch in the game. So that's why I like the signing. And another thing I find funny is that we all talk shit. Being Eagles fans, we all talk shit about Dallas. We all talk shit about the Redskins and the Giants, and obviously we all talk shit about the Patriots because nobody likes the Patriots. But it's just funny because now that we signed a Giant, he's coming over to us, and now we're going to praise him if he does good. And that's just funny to me. And another thing I like to actually talk about is that the Eagles doing these very, very short deals is awesome. I like it because it gives us leverage. Like, hey, Givens and Randle, if you both suck and have a total combined 7 touchdowns, you're both gone. We'll just pick somebody else up. And Bradford, hey, if you suck next year for us, which, he might or might not, guess what? You're only getting paid $10 million next year and we can cut you because we don't care because we have money. So that's another reason why I like these 1-2 year deals is because we're saving so much money in the long run instead of signing these guys to 4, 5, 6 year deals. Like I said, DeMarco Murray, 4-year deal. He's gone after his first year. Brian Maxwell, it had to be at least a 3 or 4 year, 5-year deal. Gone. Kiko Alonso for LaShawn McCoy. Oh, God, I don't want to talk about that. But like I said, I hate when teams sign these huge deals for so much money. And even we did it this year. I mean, we signed Selleck, and we signed Ertz, and we signed Kendricks, and we signed a lot of guys to big year deals, but those are guys that were already solidified as our team and wanted to be on the Philadelphia Eagles for the rest of their lives. So when it comes to these kind of signings where we're just bringing guys in, it's kind of like a trial and error run. You know what I mean? If we go deep into the playoffs, hey, they might want to play for us next year. If not, hey, we lose you, and we don't really give a shit, and we'll just pick somebody else up. Because Jeffrey Lurie has the money because he doesn't give a shit, clearly. But on that note, it's been real. Draft's coming up. I'd like to see at least one more big signing, whether it's another wide receiver or even if it's a defensive guy, which I'd rather go for. And after watching the coaches thing today, and I heard a lot of what Doug Peterson, Jeffrey Lurie, and Howie Roseman had to say. Pretty much don't expect us to go running back, quarterback, or anything offensively with that first pick in the draft. I see us going offensive line, and it's just because Doug Peterson said straight up, hey, we can get that third quarterback in the draft. There's no need. And besides Jeffrey Lurie not knowing what he's talking about, Howie Roseman pretty much said you don't need to get a running back that late or that early in the draft because there's so many good running backs so late. I mean, hell, LaShawn McCoy was a second-round pick. He was the rushing leader. You know what I mean? The dude's nasty. So I think that's kind of cool. Whatever the case is, on that note, fly, Eagles, fly. Can't wait till football starts. Literally, I'm dying. I hate my life, and I hate that there's no football. So on that note, go Birds.